Okay guys, today I'm going to be looking at some real life tragedies. I'm going to be looking at a few of the 77 properties that are currently listed as mortgagee sale on Trademe. A mortgagee sale normally occurs when the owner can no longer meet the monthly mortgage repayments to the bank. A mortgagee sale is normally the very last resort for the banks, and they have been trying to avoid them like the plague since COVID, because they and the RBNZ didn't want to spook the market with a whole load of listings coming on. The illusion of a fully functioning, healthy housing market is all that they care about. So let's look at some of the real life tragedies that the RBNZ caused by creating one of the biggest speculative housing bubbles in history because they simply did not know what they're doing. The first mortgagee sale that I'm going to be looking at was listed today on the 19th of September 2025. It is in Wattle Downs. The title says mortgagee sale in capital letters. The description says, with established tropical palms creating a private resort-like atmosphere, this home offers both space and lifestyle. The property is to be sold by auction on the 15th of October. The latest April 2024 CV is $1.075 million. But unfortunately for this buyer, the property was last purchased in July 2021 for $1.242 million. You can see there that the CV in 2017 was $900,000 and the CV for 2014 was $680,000. So many people were swept up in the RBNZ created FOMO madness. And it just seems totally insane now, doesn't it? People thought that it was their last chance to get a property or they would forever miss out. And how wrong they were. Unfortunately, in New Zealand, the mainstream media is complicit in all of this because they get most of their advertising revenue from the real estate agencies, so they are more than happy to play along with this FOMO creation game. It's not like it was going to hurt anybody now, was it? I tell you guys, they should really be ashamed of themselves. The next mortgagee sale that I would be looking at was listed on the 18th of September. It is in Totara Park. The title says, Mortgagee Auction Lifestyle Opportunity! The description says, big families, land bankers and buyers that desire a better lifestyle, this suits well. It's to be sold by auction on the 16th of October. The latest April 2024 CV is $3.78 million. The property was last purchased in September 2020 for a mere $3.02 million. What a bargain these people got. Or did they? The CV in June 2017 was $1.68 million. And the CV in June 2014 was $1.05 million. When you look at these multi-million dollar prices getting thrown around, you're like, what even is $1 million anymore? The RBNZ debased the currency that much during the COVID period that people were just throwing offers in for $1 million or so more than a property was obviously worth. It's like money no longer meant anything anymore. Literally, it grew on trees. Just imagine how many hours work the average Kiwi would have to work to save $1 million. It would be several lifetimes worth of work, yet during COVID it was nothing, and in some respects it still is regarded as nothing because so many crazy people are trying to sell their homes at 2021 prices. The next mortgagee sale that I will be looking at was listed on the 10th of September. It is in Live-In. That rhymes, doesn't it? The title says Mortgagee Auction. Must go 9th of October 2025. The description says, secluded from the rush of town yet close to everything you need. This 2-story gem is ready for its next chapter. That sounds nice, doesn't it? But I'm not sure about secluded because there is houses all around this property. As it just said, it's to be sold by auction on the 9th of October. The latest July 2022 CV is $720,000. This property was last purchased in March 2021 for $755,000. So once again bought during peak FOMO. And just look how much that person made who sold this property to these people. $215,000 in 8 months. Those people basically won the lottery for no other reason than the RBNZ completely over-egged its response to COVID. Those last sellers should have a portrait of Adrian Orr on their wall that they kiss every morning. These sellers, on the other hand, well, unfortunately, they fell for the con. They fell for the wealth effect created by the RBNZ. And that's the very same wealth effect that Luxon and Willis are so desperate to reignite right now because they want interest rates to drop and drop and drop. The next mortgagee sale that I will be looking at was also listed on the 10th of September. It is in Shannon. The title says Mortgagee Sale Spacious Family Home Opportunity. The description says, set on a generous section in the heart of Shannon, this property combines comfortable living with impressive extras. And from the photos online, it has an empty, very old looking pool, which may be one of the supposed impressive extras that they are referring to there. The property is to be sold by auction on the 10th of October. The latest July 2022 CV is $510,000. This property was last purchased in April 2022 for $577,000. The 2019 CV, which was before the COVID FOMO fever dream, was $340,000. And even that was excessive considering that this property sold in July 2017 for $265,000. So many people are victims of the RBNZ, the real estate cartel and the mainstream media's market manipulation that there should be a public inquiry into exactly how much damage is being caused. The pumping of property prices that's been going on for so long but happened especially during COVID has a long tail that will be felt for years to come. All these high house prices does is eats up people's wages. So is there any wonder that the economy is doing so badly? Nobody has got any money left to spend in the economy. Such short-term idiocy by the RBNZ governor. And now it looks like this new governor may be following in his predecessor's footsteps by cutting rates too much just to please Nicola Willis, who, let's face it, couldn't run a bath. Will they never learn, guys? Will they never learn? The final mortgagee sale that I'm going to be looking at today was listed on the 2nd of September. It is in Parnell. The title says Mortgagee Auction in all capital letters. The description says recently renovated to a high standard. The home comprises 4 generously sized bedrooms, 2 with en-suites, 4 modern bathrooms and expansive living spaces perfectly suited for family living. Now, having looked at the photos online, there has been no expense spared in doing this property up. Inside and outside, you can tell it's had big money spent on it, that's for sure. The property is to be sold by auction on the 1st of October. The latest April 2024 CV is $2.85 million. The property was last purchased in August 2023 for just over $2.409 million. So they have bought the property for $2.409 million. And they must have spent an absolute fortune doing it up because it looks really high quality. But the property is now a mortgagee sale. Ouch. Mortgagee sales like this are a life-changing event, guys, for the people involved. But they are just regarded as collateral damage to the people at the RBNZ who keep on making the same mistakes over and over again, but whose responsibility is supposedly to create financial stability in New Zealand. If the RBNZ cannot put a stop to these wild price swings that are destroying New Zealand, then what is the point in the RBNZ? They make out like their pretend independence is what gives them the authority to make the big decisions, but what is the point in independence if you just keep on making everything worse? So many people are leaving New Zealand because of what these guys have done. Yes, guys, if you like this video, please give me a like and subscribe, because I can assure you that over the next few months, there's going to be a lot more where this came from. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.